Hello there, folks. We're going to continue on with our example here with CoDeSys version 3 in the TURCK environment here. I just thought I'd add a little rung here and maybe do like a timer on delay, for instance. So here I've got my code from yesterday, or whenever I wrote that yesterday was. Anyway, I right click here. I'm going to add a network below. CoDeSys calls these networks other. Ladder projects will call these rungs. So in this case, I want to do a T on delay. So I'm going to go over here to maybe function blocks. Here is a T on right here. So if you're questioning what's the structure, what does this thing look like, you can always push the F1 key, which will open up the online help manual. And I want to show you what I'm going to do here. In the online help, let me type, for instance, T on here, T on, and if I make this bigger, so you guys can see it, it will show you examples of how it works and so forth. And you can see here the T on implements a turn on delay. When the input gets true for a certain amount of time, then the output will turn on. So here's the example. It shows it in instruction list, function block diagram here. Also take notice of the way that it does the timer sequence here. T pound 5 seconds. So here's the example. Let me go ahead and close this, go back into here. I'm going to drag this. Here's another trick. I'll show you guys. I want to implement this function on this rung, so watch this trick. I'm going to grab this T on and I'm going to drag it over here, and notice the wording start here. If I go right here and drag it right here on the start here and drop it here, boom, it puts it into the function. Now, the first thing it's asking me to do, it's wanting me to name this function. So you can leave it as T on, tone on if you want. I'm going to actually call it my timer, for instance. And then when I hit enter, boom, it's going to want me to declare this. So I'll say yes, go ahead and declare it. And now I've got that function here as a declaration, but this input here, I'd like to use maybe my input 1 on my slice and turn on my output over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to the left and double click on my BL20, go to the next free input here. Remember, I like to create tags. So input _1, boom. And then if I go to the output, click here on the second one, I'm going to call this one output _1. Boom. There we go. Go back to my PLC program over here on the left, my PLC _probe. Click here. Remember the other one? You click on the 3-dot guy right here. Boom. And I'm going to expand my global variables. There's the input 1. Click OK. Remember this. Hit enter. Boom. Sticks. Now I want this to turn on my output 1. So I'm going to right click here and insert a coil at the end of this rung, and then here hit the 3-dot box again, expand the global, click on output 1, click OK, enter. That takes care of that. Now I'm going to use the T pound. I want input 1 to be on for at least 5 seconds before I turn on the output. So I put my cursor right here and I'm going to do T pound 5 S's in seconds, enter. And then over here, you don't have to declare it, but I'm going to declare this as a elapsed time tag. So for instance, I put my cursor here and I'm going to type elapsed time. When I hit enter, watch what happens. Boom. I'm declaring this variable, elapsed time, as a time variable. You can change it to something else, but the function block is looking for it to be declared as a time function or type. So I'll click OK, and that's it. Let's go ahead and download this, folks, and see what happens. I'll hit the login button right here. This is going to log in. It's going to download it to my HMI or to my BL20, and you can see it says I'm already in the run position. You can tell down here I'm running, so that's correct. If it wasn't, if it was stopped, I would want to turn on, hit the run button there, so it's now running. So let's try this. So apparently, if I take input 1 right here, watch what happens. I'll turn it on, boom. You can see that the counter is changing right here. And once it gets to 5 seconds, the output has went on, and I can actually see it on my slice here. If I turn it off, you can see it goes off. If I turn it back on again, boom. If I don't hold it on for at least 5 seconds, the output does not go on. So there you see it. There it goes. And of course, my original logic from the other lab still works correctly as well, along with this function I'm doing right here. So that's a pretty easy way to use a particular timer in CoDeSys 3 with the T-Pound5S. And this is the T-on function. I could also probably do the T-off as well, but this is the T-on function. Anyway, I just thought I'd quickly put that out there. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.